Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. Couple things. Christmas is still heavily happening right now. I've got some gifts behind me. The tree behind me. Last time I can film in front of the tree before we take it down. And it's a mess. And that's okay because today is the 31st of December. So I was allowed to veg out for the time between Christmas and New Year's because I tested positive for the Corona. I'm feeling fine now, so I don't want anybody to worry. The second you say that, people worry. So just wanted to mention that. Today we're going to be doing a tiny finish parade because I've only got 3, and a nasty Wip Parade. I say nasty because I've only been stitching since September 2021. September 3rd. So September 4th, or September, October, November, December. Not even 4 whole months. And the amount of whips that I have is disgusting. So I'm going to start with finishes. And then we'll move into whips. And we'll go by when I started them. Or we'll go by when I picked them up. Because that seems like a good thing to do. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so my first ever finish was from Halloween. It's called Halloween Tree. It's from the Cross Stitch 2021 Halloween Ornaments. So I finished it, and this is not an FFO. This is just a finish. I hand dyed this Ada myself. I think this is 14 count. But it was my first finish, and it's kind of not even really a finish because I did not do the French knots, and I have no interest in doing the French knots, so I won't. I'm trying to fold it so you can see it better. I did iron this, but it went and sat in this project bag for however long that it's been in there. So this is Halloween Tree. I guess I should just hold it like that. This is Halloween Tree. Don't mind my AC, it's Florida and it's hot, so this is my Halloween tree. And I did use glow-in-the-dark floss, so, and there are supposed to be French knots at the tips of each of the gate posts, but I don't care because I don't know how to do a French knot and I was not about to ruin it. So that was my first finish. The next thing I finished is a little bit of a self-promo here. I started designing cross-stitch patterns this year. And I designed my very first pattern. Well, 2. I have 3 technically. So this is Happy New Year. We're doing this again, and it's my cat. The pattern is called Caesar Celebrates. So my cat's name is Caesar. And cats are uninterested. They don't care. And they just, they're hateful little creatures. So this is my rendition of Caesar Celebrates 2022. Happy New Year's. Okay, so the other pattern that I worked on and designed this year was another New Year pattern, and I did not finish this one, so it is what it is. I'll finish it in the New Year though. So the whole thing will say New Year, say me bitch, and then the fireworks will be echoed on the other side. And I left a space down here in between the fireworks for you to put 2021, 2022, 2023, whatever year you want to commemorate. So the reason this pattern exists is because everyone always goes, oh, new year, new me. Well, I'm tired of that. I want to do self-love in 2022. So new year, same me, bitch. So this is the pattern. This is available on my Etsy shop as well as this one. And if swearing is not your thing, no big deal. I have one that says New Year, same me, no big deal. So those were the 3-ish patterns. I say 3-ish because it's really 2. I just took off bitch and put it up there as a clean version. So those 2 are for sale in my Etsy shop. So this was a finish and this was a whip. So we got a little out of order, but that's okay. So finish number 1 and finish number 2, both of these are charted on 14 count Ada, but you can use whatever you want with whatever colors you want. So the next thing I finished is Cats Love Christmas. This is a Lindy Stitches pattern. Again, a finish, not a full-on finish. This is 28 count sapphire jobeline even weave fabric. I finished this in like a couple days. This was part of a trio of cat patterns. I will show you them right now. Cats love Christmas. Yes, they do. So this is, I have such a mess forming in front of me already. Anyways, so I started and finished this one, and I started this one. So we'll move on to whips, the Wip Parade portion of this video. I started the second one, Cat Eviction Notice. I got pretty far. Like, you have to admit, this is pretty okay, right? Keeping in mind the pattern. What did I do with it? Here it is. So this is what it looks like. So I'm technically only missing the rest of the cat's head, the tree, and the thing that says ho 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 down here, and I guess the rest of the border. So I've got plenty to go. So this is whip number, I don't know. This was started in November though, I do know that. And again, stitched on 28 count jobeline, sapphire jobeline. And I did not start accident-free days. So that is that. These all can go back. I guess I can leave the finish out, right? Is that how that works? Next up, I started in, I think, December. I started December Dance. I started this one right here. Don't get excited though. This is another Lindy Stitches, by the way. Don't get excited though, because all I stitched was this one line. That's it. That is it. Look at all this floss hanging down. This one is stitched on 32 count lilac Lugano, the called for fabric, because it is a kit and it came with that piece. I did have to buy the piece for this and all the floss, but these are them. I'm realizing just how ridiculous this is. So, oops. So this is a floss for the Cat Eviction Notice one, so that can go off to the side. I think that's it. Yeah, that appears to be it for December things. And now I can move back in time because I did this all out of order. That's okay, it's okay. This is the end of a year, the beginning of a new one. And we are currently up to, how many whips have we shown so far? 3 finishes. This bag right here contains all of the Christmas patterns. So the Cats Love Christmas one and the December Dance. So that is two whips. And then the New Year Sing Me Bitch is 3. So it's 3 whips and 3 finishes. That is really sad. Okay, so let's move on to, I'm gonna leave this out. I'm gonna leave my finishes out so I can actually like do something with them. So I'm gonna leave those off to the side. Okay. Next up, we have, where should I start? I'll start with the Witchy Stitcher. So I started this, the pattern, the day that the Mothman released. This was my first ever pattern that, like, big purchase that I made. And this is, I'm behind, to say the least. I am behind. I am working on the Yeti. After the Yeti was released, we got Athul, or Ahu. And after that one, we got the Loch Ness Monster. And after that one, we got Dover Demons. And the last thing that I stitched on this was the Jackalope, which was probably released in October. So to say I'm behind would be an understatement, but that's okay because there are 4 left, and if I finish late, I'm okay with that because the border's not even done, and I don't care. This is stitched on 14 count Aida that I hand dyed myself. Most of the things that you'll see, unless I state otherwise, I did dye myself. The Halloween tree, that was my hand dyeing as well. So this is a green fabric that I picked up 14 count Aida and I dyed it green, and I started dyeing fabrics this year. So cross stitch fabrics, cross stitch patterns, I designed other things too. Diamond painting wax and thread conditioner and project bags. I also did this project bag and this project bag. So I made these myself. Okay, so, well, I dyed them myself. So this is the Witchy Stitcher's Cryptid Stitch Along. And until further notice, he is going to, or they are going to remain in this bag until the stitch along for this starts. This is a Pirates of the Caribbean stitch along bag exclusive thing. Okay, so what did I pick up next? I think this was next. Okay, so the next thing that I picked up in 2021 was Flamingool, and I failed miserably at it. This was 14 count vintage blue. I got it from just like a regular craft store. I got this far and I realized that I messed up greatly. The umbrella is actually one stitch too high and too far to the left. So this is a remix. It's a remix again. Do a lot of remixing. I didn't get very far before I got upset and was like, I'm just gonna leave it for now. So I do have every intent to pick this back up in 2022. Stitching out of season makes me a little sad, so I'll probably pick him up in September. That is how far I've gotten, and this is what it looks like. So plenty to go. So that is Flamingool, and he is fully kitted. So I have all of his most of the stuff that I'm showing you is almost completely, if not fully completed or kitted. The next thing I picked up, I believe, was the Autumn Beauty Cell. The Autumn Beauty Cell. I was stitching with some friends. This is what it will look like when it is all done. And this is how far I got. Sad day. That's it. What's crazy is the needle is still hanging out in the back. This is a piece of fabric that I dyed myself. It's like an oatmeal-y color. I just dyed a piece of fabric similar to what I felt the called for was. I think the called for was oatmeal. Yeah, oatmeal. 14 count oatmeal Ada. So not very far at all. I think I didn't even hit page 3. It is what it is. Stitching out of season makes me sad, like I said earlier, so I doubt that I'll pick this one up before like at least August or September, but it's a possibility. Don't rule it out. The next whip that I started, I think it's this one. It doesn't matter. The next whip I started was this Serial Sal. This is by Fourth Circle Studio. It is not fully kitted. I have all the floss for it. I just was kitting it up slowly over time. So this is a serial Sal, all about serial killers. So this is going to be Bundy, Bathtub, I can't remember the serial killer's name, a floppy disk, I think that's B2K, and then H.H. Holmes is going to go here, and then there was a choice between Gacy and somebody else, I can't remember, but I am obviously behind. So it is what it is. I have intent to catch up, but like I said, it is what it is. So I don't even think I have all the pieces printed yet. Yeah, I don't even have the floppy disk printed. Bathory is a bathtub one. Anyways, have I been mentioning what my project bags were? Probably not. Do you care? I don't know. We'll go back through them really quickly. This was just, this one and this one are just bags I dyed myself. This one was an exclusive for the Pirates of the Caribbean Sal that starts in March. This one I got on Fat Quarter Shop, which is where the pattern is from. I guess I should have mentioned that. I'm still kind of new to this whole Flosstube thing. This one was a bag by Creative Carol Designs. So far, I'm loving her bags. Black cats on the outside, and see if I can show you the inside without showing you the pattern. Black cats on the inside. This was a Halloween thingy. Super cute. I think I got it after Halloween. I don't know if that was intentional or unintentional, but it occurred. Next up, I had every intent. Oh, I think I got this from like Five and Below maybe. This one, this is a sad thing. So I participated in No Start November this year. I hosted an event called No Start November in the diamond painting and cross stitch communities. And I threw a stitch in this just so I could work on it in November. This is Death is a Dialogue. And I threw one stitch in it so that I could work on it. This is a piece of 18 count Ita that I dyed myself. This piece is, it's Lindy Stitches. I threw one stitch in it so that I could work on it in November, and I never touched it again. Pretty bad, right? Pretty bad. So I don't even know if I can consider that a whip. Let me know in the comments down below. Is this a whip or a sad start? I don't know. Two more things. This is a bag that kind of, it got tea or coffee spilled on it, and I just never was able to clean it off, so I'm just gonna dye the whole thing later. This is another Lindy Stitches pattern. This is Shiny Things. I know it's Raven's Needlebook. And I started this also in November or October so I could work on it in November, and this is how far I got on this one. A lot farther than some of the other ones, but alas, not far enough. This is stitched on 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana, which came in the kit. And I have every intent to pick that one back up probably in autumn maybe, because like I said, stitching out of season saddens me. And because stitching out of season saddens me, this one came from Boulder City. This project bag came from Boulder City Stitches. Because stitching out of season saddens me, I have to finish this one like today. I want this to be my final finish of 2021, and if it's not, I'll probably just cry, no big deal. This is from the Yule Ball Mystery Sal Advent Box from 2021. The pattern is by Bendy Stitchy. I screwed up royally. It's another remix, okay? My borders aren't gonna line up. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fudge it and make it look okay, because I'm not ripping anything out. I've already screwed up so much on this. Like if you look, if Michelle Bendy looked at this pattern, she would be like, the instructions were there. How did you mess it up so bad? But it is what it is, and I don't care. I don't care, because I already worked so hard and I'm not ripping it out. It is what it is. So this is my remix of Yule Ball by Bendy Stitchy. This is my final whip for 2021. I have some other things kitted up, but they're not technically started, so I'm not considering them whips. It's the tiniest bit to go. I've got some mistletoe to put here, and the rest of the border to fudge. And that's it. So hopefully I can finish this tonight, because I really don't want to bring this into 2022, because this was a royal screw up. But I don't care. I don't care. I don't care at all, because I did the best I could, and that's that. So I'm gonna put the Qsnap back together. This was stitched on 25 count Lugana in the colorway Mystic, which was a Forbidden Fibers exclusive to, I believe, this box. And that, my friends, was that. Nothing else got started this year, but that's still tons of whips. Like, let's take a second here to count how many whips I started in less than 4 months. Okay, so let's see, 1, 2. Does this count? Probably not. So I'll just leave it to the side. So it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and remember this one counts for 2, so this is 8, 9. So these are my whips. 4 months worth of cross stitching, and I've got 9 whips, and 1, 2, 3 finishes. Sad day, sad day. It's okay because 2022, I am gonna sell all of the things. I'm gonna finish up these sales. I have some other sales I want to do. I don't know if I'll ever work on something that's not considered a sale. It's okay. It's okay. 2022 is gonna be a great year because it's no longer 2021. And on that note, I am going to clean this mess up because I promised myself that I would go into 2022 with a clean house. And I cleaned it and then it got messed up. And then I cleaned it and then it got messed up. And then the whole house cleaned it and then it got messed up. And this time it's my fault because all of my stuff is everywhere. So I'm gonna clean all this up because 2022 is happening in like a couple hours. So we gotta get this done. We gotta out with the old and in with the new. And by old, I mean mess, and new, I mean clean. So that's it. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you're just stumbling upon me for the first time, let me know that you're new here by, I don't know, throwing up an emoji, a heart, a blue heart if you're new, and the two pink hearts if you are somebody who's been following me for any length of time. And if you are just stumbling upon my channel for the first time, introduce yourself to me. I love interacting with people. So I've only been on Flosstube for 4 months, not even, maybe. So I don't have a lot of flossy friends. The only flossy friends that I have came from the diamond painting community, which is where I got my start. So if you're looking at my channel, you're like, how does she have 1,000 subscribers if she's only been floss tubing for 4 months? That's why. Because I've actually been on YouTube almost 2 years in April. So, Flosstube 4 months-ish. So, like I said, if you're new to my channel and you're just stumbling upon it because you saw Wip Parade or Finish Parade in the title and you just binge watching all these Finish Parades and Wip Parades, I see you because I'm doing the same thing. Let me know by doing a little blue heart and tell me where you're from. Let's talk. Let's be friends because I need more stitchy friends because I need more stitchy friends to enable me to do more stitchy things. Okay, I'm gonna go for real this time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you like me and would like to see more from me, please hit subscribe. I'd be so happy to have you. Alright, I hope that you are being safe, wash your hands, taking care of yourselves.